My colleague Gaurav Sawant is now joining me live from Kyiv. Gaurav, what is the situation on the ground today as we speak?
Polami, it's a tense morning today, day 51 of this conflict. Now, because of the sinking of Moscow, perhaps the guided missile cruiser in the Black Sea, almost through the night, air raid sirens kept going off, and not just here in Kyiv, but almost across Ukraine. There are reports of 3 major missile strikes that have taken place in the province, not just in the capital, but in the province. Missiles have struck some other parts also, amidst reports that there will be a major escalation in the days ahead. Now, this apprehension is also because so far Ukraine was fighting a defensive war. But since the sinking of Moscow, which Ukraine claims was because of 2 anti-ship missiles fired off the coast of Odessa, where the ship was on the Black Sea, that's where a very serious escalation is likely on the cards. There are reports that the defense minister in Russia is unwell. Now, these are, of course, Western media reports saying that he's had a heart attack and a major falling out with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. There are reports that 10 generals of the Russian army have not just been sacked, they've been arrested for embezzlement of over $10 billion. And that's because Russia's operations haven't gone off as planned, because their logistics chain, their supply chain, none of that was properly organized. They've sacked 150 intelligence officials of the FSB. That information has been shared even here in Ukraine, saying that their intelligence on Ukraine's defense, their preparedness was flawed. And all of that has led to an apprehension here that because Russia's plans haven't gone as per plan, there will be a very major escalation in the days ahead.
So this is, of course, like you're saying, a very tense day in Ukraine, because you are saying that there is apprehension that there could be an escalation in the war that Ukraine has been witnessing. Gaurav, you, of course, are mentioning that the missile cruiser Moskva has, in fact, sunk. Now, the Ukrainians say that it was hit by missiles. The Russians say it was onboard fire. In the midst of all this, would you consider this, in your assessment, a big, major turning point as far as this invasion of Ukraine is concerned?
The sinking of Moscow, it's like a 12,400 foot long, 12,400 ton displacement guided missile cruiser with S-300 missile defense systems on board, with helicopters on board. It's one of the most potent, though 4 decades old, but it's one of the most potent anti-submarine warfare, anti-ship warfare, and surface sea-to-land attack ship. It was used extensively in targeting the Ukraine coast. The fact that Ukraine was successful in targeting the ship, as they claim, this is Ukraine's claim, is a major escalation, and it's a major blow to Russia. This is the first time since the Second World War that a ship this size, 12,500 ton displacement ship is sunk in combat. So yes, it's a major loss of prestige for Russia. It's a major loss. This ship was gathering intelligence. This ship was providing air cover. This ship was providing a lot of protection to the Black Sea fleet. And that Black Sea fleet of the Russian Navy is now so vulnerable that its ships, according to Ukraine, several of their ships have moved back away from the coast. So all indications are that to regain that lost prestige, first the loss of Kyiv, that hundreds of Russian tanks have been destroyed on the outskirts of Kyiv, whether in Irpin, Bucha, Hostomel, they've had to retreat from there back to Belarus, and then the sinking of the ship. Russia will escalate is the assessment here in Ukraine in the days and weeks ahead.
All right. Russia will escalate. This is a huge loss of prestige, as Gaurav Sawant is reporting from Kyiv, the sinking of the missile cruiser Moskva. Gaurav, thank you so much for joining us with those details.